On this episode of Getting Geeky with Gamerleaf, we sit down with Michael Wright, who is also known as the Unfiltered Gamer, for his second stop in his internationally syndicated podcast tour, or at least that's what we're calling it, as well as you'll want to hang on to find out about a giveaway that I've teamed up with a couple other content creators to bring one lucky listener, so you'll want to stay tuned for that. And all of this will come after our Kickstarter Corner. So hang on to find out what games are on Kickstarter Corner this week. This episode of Getting Geeky with Gamerleaf is proudly being powered by Game X-Pert Dice for real tabletop RPG. They bring good luck original metal dice created from pure natural metals, game and game's interior. There's 8 days left on the project, and this project goes through Wednesday the 19th of December. It's reached its funding goal, surpassed it in fact. So check out Game X-Pert Dice for a real tabletop RPG to get some metal dice for your tabletop.
Getting Geeky with Gamerleaf, the podcast in which one man strives to level up his geekhood and helping you do the same, one battle at a time. Now, let's get geeky with Gamerleaf.
Well, once again, welcome to Getting Geeky with Gamerleaf. Notice anything different about the release date of this episode? I thought you might. It's come to my attention that more downloads are coming on Saturdays and possibly Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I've made an executive decision. Don't worry, I did reach out to you guys, but unfortunately only one fan liked the comment. I know Facebook sometimes hides stuff, so don't worry. If you have a problem or you like it, let us know at gamerleaf@gamerleafgo.com or check out our Facebook page, Getting Geeky with Gamerleaf. Let us know what you think, but going forward, until we hear otherwise, we're looking at releasing our episodes of Getting Geeky with Gamerleaf on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, all for your listening enjoyment. And another thing for your listening enjoyment, but also for one lucky listener's playing enjoyment, you'll want to hang on until after Kickstarter Corner, and somewhere in the vicinity of this podcast, we're going to be announcing a giveaway in which we've teamed up with some content creators to bring one lucky listener a game that's currently on BGG's hotness list. So you'll want to stay tuned for that. But anyways, let's go ahead and see what's on Kickstarter, shall we?
What is this place? What is it doing here in the Leaves computer? Oh, it's Kickstarter Corner with the Leaves.
Well, today we're talking about 5 great games that are currently on Kickstarter. Speaking of 5 days, this first game we're going to be talking about actually launched for only 5 days on Kickstarter. It's a quick Kickstarter coming to us from Happy Game Factory. Eden City of Sagaar and Snowmen Christmas Special Edition. And you thought Frosty the Snowman was a cuddly creature? Not in this brand new faction for Eden the game, the best skirmish game ever. The Sagaar faction will come into the wasteland, as well as we've got evil snowmen. They're my favorite looking at this faction, and they don't play nicely. Well, it's called the Snowmen Kill Team of Eden, and man does it look amazing, especially if you want some snowmen miniatures to come in and rule your tabletop skirmish games. I would definitely check this one out, and like I said, it's a quick Kickstarter, so you only have through Saturday the 15th of December. Hey, that's this Saturday, so don't dilly-dally and check out Eden City of Sagaar and Snowmen Christmas Special Edition. Click on our links in the show notes so you can find out all about it. from Happy Games Factory. And that way you show a little bit of support to Getting Geeky with Gamerleaf, plus the creators that come on the show or have us mention their games on the show. The next game is also one that's rounding down to the end of the campaign. I hope it makes it. Is Robogram, the programming card game Reloaded. Robogram is a game designed to introduce basic computer coding while taking opponents in epic cyber battles. We're actually mentioned in one of the updates in which we sat down with the creators to talk all about this great game. To be able to access that, you would want to go ahead and find the update called Kickstarter Corner Interview with the author. It was published on the 29th of November, so you can go ahead and do that. And they also have a new update that was a couple days ago. Let's go ahead and tell you what it says. It says, "Hi all, we are happy with the company which printed all of the beta test versions. However, they were located outside the UK, which meant very long delivery times. With the new UK printing company, the turnaround and delivery times are a lot quicker, few days instead of weeks. That makes January delivery possible, as the possible costs are lower. We can redirect the saved funds and print the cards on a better quality paper. We just ordered our test print run. As soon as it is delivered, I'll post some photos." So that's coming to us from the Robogram creator. I hope we can make this project become a reality. As I said, it only has 4 days to go. So don't dilly-dally and check out Robogram, the programming card game Reloaded, before Saturday the 15th of December. Another game that's currently on the Kickstarter is from Sentient Games. It's Natural Selection, a fun educational board game that is suited for players of all ages. A game of dominance, survival, and sentience, and you get to be an omnivore, herbivore, or carnivore. And it looks like a fun game in which you need to be able to be the fittest for survival. You've heard of survival of the fittest? Well, this game takes it to a whole new level. So if you want to get on the fun of natural selection, make sure you go ahead and check it out before Monday the 7th of January. And let's help this game become a reality. Another great game that's currently on the Kickstarter is Monster Mania. Monster Mania is a strategic battle card game for 1 to 6 players, in which you collect resources, deal powerful attacks, and defeat all other monsters. You know what? We actually had the creator on the show twice. Go back and you can find those episodes, as well as in this most recent Family Fun Day Friday, which we released this last Saturday. My family, myself, Barbarian Leaf, and Princess Leaf, gave you our take on Monster Mania the game. So let's go ahead and help this project become funded by checking out the Kickstarter. And if you like what you see, go ahead and back it. This project goes through Monday, the 31st of December. So let's go ahead and help make Monster Mania a reality. A game that's already reached its funding goal, quite quick in fact, in less than 12 parasecs, I believe that's 12 hours, is none other than Gabe Barrett's The Final Flicktier. It was a relaunch. Boldly go where no asymmetric faction has gone before in this 4X game featuring a unique dice flicking mechanism for movement and combat. We interviewed Gabe, and our interview with him can be found for viewers like you in update number 1, I believe. Yes, update number 1, right above the Santa Claus alien picture at the end of his update. So you'll definitely want to check that out. You can listen and find out a little bit more from myself and the creator as we sit down to talk about it. So those are the games, some of them, that are on the Kickstarters. Do you have a game that you'd like to see featured on Getting Geeky with Gamerleaf, or you know a creator that does? Reach out to us at gamerleaf@gamerleafgo.com, or if you want a little bit quicker turnaround time on us finding the message, reach out to us on the Facebooks at Getting Geeky with Gamerleaf or my personal account, Blake Leafty. But anyways, let's go ahead and join this interview as I sit down with Michael Wright, the Unfiltered Gamer, and also a special guest for you. His cameraman, Grant, will be on the episode as well. So let's join this interview already in progress. And reminder, there's a giveaway coming.
Now, Let's get geeky with Gamer Leaf.
Welcome to Getting Geeky with Gamer Leaf. Either I've got no heart or we're just so darn busy it's hard for us to catch up with one another. Last year we were told and or went with the story that we interrupted his filming of Millennial Blades by Level 99 Games and Eagle Griffin Games, Lisboa. I'm going to assume that Grant, the cameraman and rules guy, was on vacation that night and he fell asleep reading the rules. And tonight we interrupted his singing of happy birthday to his dear old grandfather. Y'all are going to think I'm a jerk. I'm really not. But anyways, let's welcome the one, the only, the famous Michael Wright, who sometimes goes by the Unfiltered Gamer, so unfiltered in fact, that Facebook banned him from doing my favorite live streams for a month straight. Is that right, Mike?
Yeah, it's not my fault though. Maybe a few things got out of hand, but you know, what happened?
Werewolf, man.
Yeah, what happens with werewolf stays with werewolf. But yeah, I got banned for a little bit. Yeah, it happens.
She was obviously a werewolf.
Oh boy, yeah, unfortunately I missed the stream. It sounds like we have that famous Grant, the cameraman, with us as well.
Yep. Hey.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on Getting Geeky with Gamer Leaf. We really appreciate it, guys.
You're welcome.
Happy to be here.
Awesome. So, yeah, was that true? Is that true? Was Grant on vacation last year, or were you guys really recording?
Oh no, he was out doing something else while I was doing the interview. I guess he just wasn't available for it, doing something, I imagine.
Well, no, I had because I had to get Jen to track you down because you said you were busy recording. Like, I don't know if it just slipped your mind or whatnot.
Oh, I think you're right. I can't remember exactly. It's been a while, but I think you're right.
We were filming, and I saw the message on my phone
while we were recording. Yeah, that's what happened. Yep.
Oh boy. There you go. Well, we'll forgive you this time, especially because you're coming back on the show with us. So we maybe didn't offend you, or it wasn't too bad of an experience. So that's good.
Well, I was completely offended, but I figured I better try again, cut all those loose ends up.
Well, there you go. Hopefully we can redeem ourselves. That'd be good.
All right, good. So what do you want to talk about today?
Yeah. So let's see here. Yeah, we definitely don't want to get you banned from the airways to being how you've recently gone on podcasts and stuff.
Oh, that's all right. I don't mind. I mean, what you get banned, you get a little more famous. I mean, how many board gamers have gotten banned on Facebook? Tell me that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a question. But yeah, we don't want to get you banned from the airways, especially as I'm still waiting for my Unfiltered Gamer podcast to come out. But you have been on a podcast tour recently. Heard you on one of my favorite shows recently, We're Not Wizards, last week, I think it was.
That's right, and we definitely are wizards. That's what he specifically told me to say.
Oh, that was his fault?
Yeah, definitely his fault. Not my fault at all.
Oh boy, okay. Oh boy, that's rough. He decided to do something wizardy of himself that I didn't even know about, and then he didn't. I don't know if he announced it, but all of a sudden last night I was perusing, and he shows up on Kickstarter. Did you guys see that?
I did see it. In fact, I backed him for $5 dues too, helping out. I'm part of the community. Oh man, I gotta follow. I don't know how to follow you. You haven't created on Kickstarter because I'm not following you. I don't know what happened with that. No, I don't create anything. I just give people money. It's what I do, right? But yeah, we backed him up. So the We're Not Wizards podcast Kickstarter so he's getting his next season's earnings. Yeah, it's his gluten-free biscuit fund, from what I hear, too. And I better be getting some gluten-free biscuits, or we're gonna have an issue. Oh boy, yeah, to put in salsa. But that's good that that Callie was okay with it, because word on the street, at least from that podcast, was that she doesn't let you back games on Kickstarter. Yeah, dang right. I see. I can get away with one a year, generally speaking, and I'm mostly giving away games, like I was talking about, to charity and all that kind of stuff, just due to the large amount of games I already have, a saturated amount of games. So in fact, it was really funny, actually. Today she came in and she's like, I heard your podcast and it was great, except for the fact that you blamed me for telling me you couldn't back games. I never said that. And I'm like, yes, you did. And then Grant chimed in.
Yeah, I was like, I've heard you say it at least 3 times.
So I was like, you know what? So I asked her, I'm like, oh, am I allowed to get games then? And she's like, it's a mutual decision. I'm like, oh, it is. Oh, okay. And Grant caught this all on camera, I imagine.
I wish I wasn't prepared for this conversation.
It would have been nice, but I figured the story will work nonetheless.
Oh boy, well we got you on another podcast talking about it, so if she listened, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Oh boy. What about yourself, Grant? Are you able to peruse or browse Kickstarter and get games?
Yeah, I've actually backed 3 in the last year, I think.
Which is more than me.
Oh boy. What games, Grant? Do you remember, or we're just waiting to see what comes to your door?
I hope you remember.
Yeah, so the first one I backed is Lucidity. It's a die rolling push your luck game. And then I just got a Night Clan in yesterday, actually, which was the second one I backed. It's a bluffing area control style game. And then the third one's a secret because I'm still going to surprise Michael with.
Oh, it's for him?
No, but it's still a secret.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we won't. Yeah, nobody's listening except me and you, Grant. Nobody's listening to this.
It's a game that we didn't review and I don't know about, so it's kind of like a secret. Apparently, I've been trying to nudge it out of it. Maybe you can manage to do it during the podcast, but.
Yeah, nobody's listening. Mike's not even here.
Yeah, Lucidity and Night Clan. I think Night Clan was like Gamephilia, and then Lucidity is Shannon Kelly's game. What is his?
Is it
Foxtail Games. I think that's what it is. But both are excellent games. Good choices for backing, and they were low cost too.
Yep.
So that's nice.
So how did that work out? Did you guys actually play them and test them out and do a preview for them, and that's how you found out about them, Grant? Or
yeah, pretty much.
I mean, yeah, that's generally how we find out about games. I mean, we do a lot of Kickstarter
Except
stuff.
For the secret one, that one I saw on Kickstarter. I was like, this one looks like it could be a game that everyone likes.
Hey, what about Fireball Island? Did you guys have anything to do with it? Did you guys do a preview or anything on that?
Man, I know so many people that I just haven't gotten the hookup to play the game. I really would like to. Restoration Games is really cool. I saw them at Gen Con, and I got introduced, but I didn't get the time to finagle my way into picking up a copy of that. I probably should have backed it due to it's one of my like wish list games, I suppose, or bucket list games.
Isn't that one of the games you really want to pick up?
It is. I'd like the Restoration Games version of it. It looks beautiful, and I'm excited to see what it plays like. I haven't had a chance yet, although I have heard good things actually, which is nice because the original game was more of a nostalgia game, and not really a good game, but something that had that appeal because it was so big, and as a kid it was just like larger than life. And now they've actually incorporated a full-on game with different mechanics and all that good stuff. So yes,
Wait, there's more game now.
There's more game, and there's additional islands and stuff. It looks great. Yeah, all their games they're making are looking good. Even the Dark Tower is the next one that's coming out. So maybe I'll get an in somewhere and it will show that game off, or with the Dark Tower, which is another good one.
Well, there you go. Well, I won't tell you guys then that I've had it set on my table waiting for us to play for the last week.
Oh, it's just sitting there? Oh, you breaking my heart.
Yeah, it's just sitting there. Like, it was a blast just putting it together, though. It was like, wow, I can't wait to play this.
Some assembly required.
Yeah, just a little bit. Not too bad, but yeah, it was pretty fun just setting it up.
Speaking of some assembly required, we just reviewed a game called SEAL Team Flicks, and I'm not going to say what I thought about the game, but what I will say, I guess which could be a negative, is there is quite a bit of assembly required because it's a 3D enhanced flicking game, kind of like Flick 'em Up, right? But in this one, you're actually going to be playing like more of a game like Catacombs, and it includes like 6 or 7 different areas that you have to punch all these things out and put them all in numerical order and letter order.
Yeah, funny story about that is he punched out like 3 or 4 maps worth of punchies before realizing that they were all letter encoded and they fit perfectly into their slots. So we had to figure out 4 maps worth of just by like feel and stuff.
It's nuts. Yeah, if you don't, you better be looking at the chart with that game before you start punching anything out. It cost us 45 minutes.
Yeah, it works really if you follow the instructions right away and don't just blade.
Oh boy, well that's what I thought you were supposed to do. You open a box and you just start punching.
Not for this one. That's a dangerous move.
Spend an extra hour or 2.
Oh wow, well yeah. So what all goes into the? So I imagine a lot of the time you're not just sitting there recording stuff. What all goes into what the Unfiltered Gamer does?
Well, let's see here. Let's talk about some things that haven't been talked about, I suppose. So on my website, we do a bunch of stuff. Giveaways is something I talk about a lot. So there is giveaways on the site. I incorporate them with different companies. They have me put them up, and then they'll give their game away. It kind of helps their Kickstarter campaign. There's also an artist page on my site for you designers out there. There is a bunch of artists that can be well, I guess you can say commissioned.
It's a free service on my site. People just add themselves onto it or ask me to add them on, and I put them on. There's probably like 30 or so artists on the website.
Is it up to 30 now?
Something like that, yeah. And so that's something you can do, and they all have their contact info. There's rules editing we offer, which is my wife as well as another editor that do rules for people who need. And we also have a large Kickstarter board game list, which is updated weekly for all of the newest Kickstarter games. They're all actually just on that singular page, so you don't have to like do all that searching online or on Kickstarter and only find maybe 10 games or whatever. We basically compiled it all there every week, so it's available for people who want to check that out.
Now, is that everything that's active and that they submit to you, or how does the Kickstarter page of your page work?
So, I mean, what there is widgets on our website. We go into Kickstarter specifically, and we find all the newest games for that week, and we import them into our page. So that way you can actually just go ahead and look through, scroll down the list, and pick them up. Obviously, the ones up at higher and up the top of the page are going to be the ones that are the most recent, and the ones at the lowest are the ones that are either just funded or just about to fund. So that makes it's just nice. It's all on one page. All the games are there in little thumbnails, and if you want to check it out, you can click on it.
That might be something I might have to start doing because recently Kickstarter kind of changed things. I don't know what they did, but
the search is kind of funky, and it's just harder to see all the games. So we wanted to make it easy for people. So that's one of the little services we have. Another, again, it's just on the site for you guys to go ahead and check out if you're interested in that. But yeah, I mean, otherwise, we do normal reviewer things you would normally assume a reviewer would do. Playing games, yeah, that's a big thing right there. Yelling at each other, recording, filming, whatever we can get our hands on. We'll be doing a couple interesting things. We've got some live stuff going on this coming month on the 6th, I believe. So January 6th, we'll be at Breaking Game Studio, and I think you're the second person to know about this one out there. We're going to be doing a designer/industry night where we're going to have all of the designers and industry people in LA at Breaking Game Studio playing Werewolf Legacy as well as some other Breaking Games titles. There should be at least 14 to 20 different designers there that night. So that'd be kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, and that won't be live on Facebook. That'll be somewhere else.
It'll be live on Facebook, and it'll also be live on Twitch, and I believe YouTube as well. We're gonna see. For sure it'll be on Facebook, and I'm almost positive it'll be on YouTube. And we'll have Grant. He'll be at the comms and making sure that it's filmed all nicely and whatnot. And we'll have people such as Ross Thompson is most likely going to show up. He's from San Diego, so it's about an hour and a half drive. We will have Peter, obviously, from Breaking Games. Manny Vega, who did Sparkle Kitty. We'll have British versus Pirates. Apollo will be showing up. We'll have there's a lot. I will be likely having Space Base's John DeClaire. And I mean, what other ones we got?
There were so many I can't even remember.
We'll probably have people from IDW, USA Opoly. Man, I honestly can't think of them all. I have a big list on there, but yeah, it should be fun. Maybe we'll check while this is going on. I'll bring it back. But so that's we do our live plays basically, but that's gonna be our special one.
How are you gonna not get banned from Facebook?
I imagine we will. I mean, especially how rowdy game designers are. 15 of them in one room.
Oh boy. Well, there you go. Well, yeah, especially because I imagine, don't you think Kickstarter is going to ramp up once the first of the year starts again?
Oh, I hope. It's been pretty dead lately. So we've been doing a lot of the games that have just been coming in. Not Kickstarter games not related to Kickstarter, but just games people send us. Companies.
Yeah. So how if somebody wants to, they've probably heard us talking about you quite a bit on here, and they want to see about getting their game either done a live playthrough or a preview when they launch their Kickstarter or beforehand. What do they need to do to go about doing something like that with you, Mike?
If they want to go ahead and get a Kickstarter from us?
Well, if they want to go ahead and have you guys preview their game or do like a live playthrough when it's on Kickstarter?
Yeah. So you go to the site. On the site is a page for promotions, and it's got our free review. If you just want to review, you send us your game and you fill up the form and you ask for the basic review, and we take about 2 to 3 months, and we will go ahead and review that for you. And then, of course, there are other packages, which usually include some kind of promotional material or live streaming, banner ads, those kind of things. That's going to be more of the monetary area. And each of the packages ranges. And the more dough you cough up, the more work we put in. But Not only that is we also do our walkthroughs, we do our playthroughs. We do on Instagram unboxings now. We're doing that a little bit, which is kind of fun, learning the ropes for that. But yeah, you're gonna fill out our contact form on the contact page. Really easy to find, and then after that, I'll contact you and we'll get it all situated and make sure.
If you're really ambitious, you can airdrop the game just directly out to us.
That's right. Give us a drone and just drop it down on the house.
Yep.
Well, has that happened?
No, not yet. Amazon hasn't made that ability yet. It's getting there, though.
Well, so you heard it here first on Getting Geeky with Gamerleaf. If you have a drone, just send it over to Mike's house with your game.
And make it easy for us.
Oh, there you go. Awesome. Now, you did an interesting, where the audience got to play in your last live stream. I was part of it. Some game you guys were reviewing, kind of like a role-playing game. What was that? I forgot what it was called.
That's called Untold.
Adventures Await.
Adventures Await, yeah. And that's a semi-RPG / storytelling game, similar to stuff like Once Upon a Time, and I guess you call it Dixit as well. And yeah, you're playing together with up to 4 players or by yourself, making a story, which is nice and formulaic, but at the same time, it gives you a lot of room for imagination, and it restricts you on being an alpha gamer by only giving you as many options and actions as the next player, and those actions will let you tell additional stories. So it's kind of nice. It gets rid of the alpha gamer.
It's kind of like being D&D, but everyone's the DM, so you don't really want to cheat, per se.
Oh, okay, awesome. And sorry, I gotta apologize to you, Grant. I tried to get you killed during that.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. You want me to die at every single turn?
People kept mentioning my hair products and my hair all night. That was wonderful.
Funny. The tacos were funny, but Grant dying every single time. I was like, what?
I'm okay with Grant.
Yeah, that was my bad. Yeah, so you were probably glad when I was out running an errand or something, so I wasn't able to say, go ahead and die.
I actually mind putting in certain situations, like trying to steal magical items from a dragon who we were trying to do a favor for. Yet somehow that worked.
Why was my only ability the ability to make tacos?
I don't know. And then they ended up being sleep-laced, drug-induced or something.
Oh, of course. There you go. See, it's a wonderful story on the live stream.
Too bad the sleep-laced didn't work.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that game's really cool. It's probably my favorite storytelling game currently out there.
Cool. Talking of your hair products, yeah, what do you want to? I think you might have talked about it a little bit with Richard, but
the Unfiltered Gamer hair product line. Yeah, that'll be out.
Like 2020.
That'll be out in 2020. The Unfiltered Gamer hair product line. Yeah, made with fresh hot sauce. We add that's a secret ingredient. You heard it here. We'll be putting some Carolina Reaper sauce in with our shampoo and conditioner products. So
it's too hot for you. We also have the ghost pepper variation.
Yeah, we do have the ghost pepper variation as well. It's nice. You just rub it into your head and
feel the burn.
Feel the burn. Yeah, that'll be the slogan right there. Feel the burn.
Well, there you go. Do you send that stuff Logan Chops ways to help him keep his chops getting so big?
Yeah, that is literally how his chops get so big. We've been sending him sample product for the last couple of years, and it just he just likes to keep it on the sides of his face. That's what's up.
Yeah, I wondered. It's pretty cool. They're getting pretty big.
Yeah, you're welcome, Logan.
There you go. Awesome. So, yeah, so when you guys get slow with Kickstarter, what do? Send Grant out to the garden to help get the salsa ready and stuff? Or
I mean, what do we do? Well, usually when we are not doing a lot of Kickstarter stuff, I mean, we get games here all the time. Like I was saying in other streams, including I think yours last time as well. We get by 1 or 2 games a day. We got 3 of them from Brain Games, the Ice Cool people. We got Ice Cool, and we got Temple of the Penguin Queen or something.
It's over on the table.
Yeah, they're all over there. But we got a bunch of those, and those are not Kickstarter games, obviously. But we'll be playing them tonight, and then we'll produce some review for that content. And it's just we have a bunch of filler content as well, which is what games like that are, which are great. I mean, I liked Ice Cool the first one, so I'm excited.
Pyramid of the Penguin.
Okay, there you go.
Awesome. And so, besides your live videos, what other kind of videos are you doing? Like, why should somebody, with all the YouTube channels out there, why should somebody go check out the Unfiltered Gamer?
That's a good question. I don't know. Why would you? No, but if you wanted to, I mean, obviously I do more Kickstarter content than pretty much, I would almost go as far to say as anybody else online. I do more Kickstarter content. I think that'd be fair to say, wouldn't you? I'm not sure, but I do at least like one Kickstarter game every other day. So that's a lot. But if you're not a Kickstarter person, why would you come check out my stuff? Well, we do top fives, which is a big popular thing. And we also do this thing we're going to be starting up more so now called Board Game Battles, where we pit 2 games that are very, very similar. And then we basically give you the pros and cons of each of them and have you decide which one you'd rather back, if either of them. So maybe something like Dragon Ball Z versus, what's the Marvel game?
Oh, Thanos Rising.
Thanos Rising.
So are they going to be games that are on Kickstarter currently, or how's that going to go?
Nope, those are just basic. There's just 2 games that are very, very similar that, because what happens, both games have positive reviews. So a person goes, well, which one would I want to pick? It's like, that's a difficult question. And I think that could be useful information. So I decided to make these little board game battle things where I show both games off. I get the cons and the pros for the components, strategy, fun, overall, that good stuff. So just something interesting to throw in the mix. Also, a lot of my videos have a bunch of weird, funky editing. I mean, my next video, I'll be underwater. So we try and make it like really cheesy and terrible, but entertaining at the same time. And I don't think a lot of reviewers do that. So try and put a little twist on videos here and there. Make it a little more fun, I suppose.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to start watching them again. They always come across because I have that little bell clicked. So every time you post something, I always see it. But I got to start watching again if that's the case.
Well, I mean, you're more than welcome to. They're just there for people who are interested in them, you know? Usually people, a lot of the Kickstarter stuff, it's like, if you're not going to back the campaign because you don't like the type of game, then, why would you watch the video? I wouldn't, so... But if it's one of those things where you're like, I really like this game, I'm like right on the edge of whether I'm going to pick it up or not. You watch the video, then you hear what I have to say, and you go, you know what? No, awful game.
I suppose there could be some boards.
Yeah. You just want to learn about every Kickstarter game out there, then yeah, it's a good way to go. I mean, sometimes it's a nice filler too, because you don't necessarily have to watch the content. You can just listen to it, and it gives you all the information you would need anyway.
That's what I'm saying. You got to come out with a podcast so I can listen to it while I'm doing chores or whatnot.
I know, right? Maybe like once a month I'll put like a little blurb out or something. I don't know. I figured out how to do it after doing it with all you guys now.
There you go. Yeah, and I think what is Rado? He does like I don't know how often he does it, but his podcast, he does one. I had to stop listening to him too. There's too much stuff going on. There's too much board game stuff out there.
There is. That's another thing. Oversaturation, man. I mean, I could do all the things, but some might hit, some might not. I guess nothing wrong with throwing a bunch of gum at a wall. Caught myself there. See what sticks. I guess every piece of gum would stick on.
So how do you battle that oversaturation, Mike?
I mean, realistically, for me, I don't worry about it. Like, most of my games appeal to a certain audience, and they are either going to watch it after going to the campaign or not. And I mean, I just like making content, and it's hard to say. Like, what would you do? I mean, you could go ahead and start making much more top fives. You could try and be creative and do like a music video regarding a board game. Actual All did that, which is pretty good and gets a lot of hits. But really, I have a passion for helping out indie creators. That's what I like to do specifically, and showing off their games and their new and interesting mechanics, or where they can improve, and putting that out there. And the people that want to back it, then they have that opportunity to do so. So, as far as oversaturation, there's not much you can do. Eventually, it might get to a breaking point, or people might slowly fizzle out. Who knows what's going to happen? I'm no history guy or future man. I don't even what words. What am I talking about?
I don't know. But I got the pandemic song stuck in my head from the YouTuber you're talking about.
Rado don't like you and he likes everyone.
Yep.
Oh boy, do you want to sing it for us, Grant?
No, I don't.
You don't want to sing it? Okay. That's okay. We just plugged him for nothing.
There you go. Oh boy.
I take it back. Anti-plug.
We'll edit it out. I don't even know who you said sang it.
Good. Actual Law will get no plugs from me. None.
Well, there you go. But yeah, I hear you on the oversaturation. Like what? Last year we launched in May of 2017, and we had 99 episodes out by the end of the year. And then this year, we're getting close to 200. So yeah, I hear you on and I like to help the indie creators as well. That's mainly what we focus on as well.
I feel like we're getting towards 600 episodes.
I don't even know. I don't even want to know how many episodes we've been doing. But hey, you do what you like, and you're helping other people out, as well as giving people the opportunity to pick up some really cool games. So, or maybe the opportunity to not pick up games if they depending on what type of videos you do, but
I think with the oversaturation.
Well, there you go. Yeah, for sure. And so I think, so that's pretty cool. And Grant, you do something else. You're not just always the cameraman for the Unfiltered Gamer, are you?
I am not.
he sometimes does. He's also a professional back scratcher. So while I am working on emails and marketing and stuff, we do have a specific back scratching Unfiltered Gamer like stick with a little hand attached to it. But instead of a hand, it's like a little fireball, and he just kind of gently brisks my back. It's very nice.
Well, that's good. That's good. That saves on chiropractor fees for the Unfiltered Gamer, I guess.
That's right. It's exactly how we do it here. We're always multitasking.
Well, that's good. And speaking of something officially licensed to the Unfiltered Gamer, what can you tell us about that light that I've seen on your live streams?
My light
up in the top.
Oh, the little.
Yeah, it says like the Unfiltered Gamer Live or something. I forget what it says exactly.
Oh, that's right. I got that at a beautiful hobby store, and it came with a bunch of letters, and you could just attach them. It's basically one of those like cheapy billboard machines where you can kind of write whatever you want.
Wasn't that repurposed from your wedding?
It was. It was a wedding. I guess a prop or something like that. But I decided I was going to continue to use it because I don't know, why not, right? I repurpose things, okay? I'm poor.
Yeah, aren't we all? So yeah. But yeah, so minus coming there to California to stalk you, how would people go about keeping up with you and Grant?
Oh well. I suppose if you want to be lazy, you can just type Unfiltered Gamer into any search engine and you'll find a bunch of things, but unfilteredgamer.com is probably where you can get a hold of everything. Facebook, if you're interested in just talking to me or whatever, I'm very easy to get a hold of. I'm always making sure I'm available. Unless it's Sunday, then you have to wait a day. But otherwise, easy to access. Go ahead and hit me up on Facebook. If you're interested in what we do, you can hit up Unfiltered Gamer on Facebook or my personal account. So, yeah, I mean, realistically, very easy to get to. And I hope that comes across really well with everyone. I talked to some fans, I guess I can say, and I talked to designers and everything. I've made rapport with some giveaway winners now. Some people winning giveaways on my site the last 2 years. Now we just chat and stuff, and I'll send them a game every once in a while. It's a weird little world. Yeah, they keep winning, and so yeah, I hook them up.
Well, there you go. Yeah, what can you do? That's awesome. So yeah, we don't want to keep you guys all night. I know it sounded like you got to get some recording going on as well, but we really appreciate you coming on Getting Geeky with Game Relief with us on your internationally syndicated podcast tour. Where will you be next, Mike?
Well, I appreciate it very much. I appreciate being able to get geeky with Game Relief. And I will be next. As far as conventions, I have no idea. Oh, no, I'll actually be at OrcCon. I'll have my own booth. That'll be in Los Angeles.
Is that before or after the Werewolf stream?
That'll be after the Werewolf stream. So OrcCon is after. Werewolf will be live, and then if you're going to be in California for OrcCon or Strategicon, whatever you want to call it, I'll be there with a booth, giving away a bunch of games and hanging out with some really cool designers. After that, who knows? I'll have to schedule everything up for next year.
What about your next podcast you're going to be on for the internationally syndicated podcast tour?
Oh my gosh. I don't even know if I have anything scheduled. I'll have to. I might. I'll have to talk to my wife. She usually keeps track of that. Unless you're really special like you, or you just hit me up on Facebook and say, "Hey, let's talk."
Did Richard go through your wife, or did he go straight to you?
So he went through her email.
Oh boy, yeah. So I got to feel special now.
That's right. You get the special treatment. I think so. I know that because she usually answers most of the first message on my email. So don't quote me on anything involving who talks to who. Sometimes my Facebook account isn't even me. So
I know. I've noticed that, especially during the stream when you're just sitting there and you don't even.
Yeah, I got a few ghosts around the house that help me out.
You can go near a computer or anything, and then all of a sudden there's all this stuff coming from the Unfiltered Gamer, or Michael Wright is sharing all this stuff and whatnot.
It's sometimes me. Who knows? Maybe they'll lie to you and tell you it's me just to keep you on your toes.
So now anytime I send you a message, I ask if it's really you or somebody else. That could be too. Yeah, so watch out if you're trying to contact him. But like you said, you can do what you can, and he's a pretty open guy and will talk to you, so that's awesome. But yeah, I don't want to keep you all night, but I really appreciate you guys coming on Getting Geeky with Game Relief with us tonight.
Thank you for having us.
It's fun. It's a fun time.
It's fun time. It's fun. It's super fun. Are you going to ask us if we're Leafs. That's what Wizards did.
Well, yeah. Are you? What's your Leaf name? I know. Well, yeah. What are your Leaf names?
Oh,
Foosh.
Foosh, that's a good one. And Whoopsh. Those are our Leaf names, I suppose.
There you go. Well, we'll try to remember that. But yeah, I really appreciate it. And we'll let you all get to recording so people can get their board game content so they can know if they should back a game or whatnot.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. And as always, sorry. Thank you guys for listening. And as always, we look forward to seeing you guys next time.
Gamer Leaf levels up.
Well, I hope I leveled up because I have now had the Unfiltered Gamer on my podcast twice compared to We're Not Wizards, who's only had him on once. So take that, Richard, if you will. And like we promised you earlier in the show at the beginning, we will be doing a giveaway with the Giveaway Geek, Logan Chops Reviews, and BG News to bring one lucky listener / enter into the contest the 10th game on BGG Hotness List, which is currently, get this, Dinosaur Island. So we'll leave, as soon as we get the links, we'll go ahead and leave them in the show notes and across our media. Especially you want to go to my website and click on the top bar. It'll say current contest or current giveaways. It says current giveaways. So you'll go there, you'll click current giveaways, and it will take you to where you need to be. So go ahead and do that, and I hope you win the contest. And in the meantime, it's our least favorite time, your least favorite time. Time for us to get on with our lives, you to get on with yours. In the meantime, I hope you'll get geeky, stay geeky, and bring others into the geek fold. Gamer Leaf out.
Gamer Leaf levels up. Tune in next week to see if Gamer Leaf's luck holds up.